Damn it.
All
Now we
right.
have to read ads for HelloFresh.
Oh Lord.
So
Only
We're gonna-
Drizzly.
we're gonna start. We're just gonna. It has you start somewhere else, but I'm gonna start us at her house. The girl who is your champion in town, the professor's daughter. Her name is Kendra. So we'll get to that.
Cool.
Post you all right. Ooh, why? Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter. You're gonna see her house anyways.
So, like, is it like everyone in town there, or just like the four of us?
It's
Story.
just you guys in the house right now. Hold on. Let me do this.
How does one be a player instead of a GM? I don't know what I'm doing.
How much will it be?
Wait, where was
editing?
that? Where was that thing where you reduced the size of the?
You go into settings and then go
Yeah.
into audio and video, and then there's a tab called video display,
Gotcha.
and then you click the avatar size is names only or small. That's what I usually do. I personally like names only the best, but
Do small. All right. Gotta remember which one of you is which.
Oh, I should probably make sure.
You guys are still on the white screen, right?
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Yeah. We have all of us lined up.
And
We got-
Drew, you're red.
I am red.
We got the RGB plus purple going.
Did you take blue, Joshy?
Yes, sir.
Oh wow, shaking it up a little bit.
Yellow's harder to see, and my god's color is blue, so it makes more sense.
I know. I'm just giving you shit.
I mean, I could do both. Porque no los dos. Be like that, but then you can't see my face. Obscured.
Okay.
I'm blue.
All right. Now, Josh, you're gonna have to tell me how to move screens.
Okay, so you click on the screen you want to go to. That'll move just your camera. And then if you want us to move, so you can do it at separate times. Sometimes I do that. If you guys are about to go to someplace, like I'll prep the enemies, the mobs ahead of time while you guys are still dicking around in the other room. And then all you have to do is grab the little red banner and slide it over to the map you want us to be, and it'll automatically warp us.
Okay. So I can.
Yep, perfect.
Okay. So now you're all on a different map, right?
Yes.
Like orange.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 of us are at the bottom, and Andrew's. Oh, whoa, Andrew, what are you doing over there with that lady?
All right. So
Did Andrew here before us? What's going on?
It's part of the story. We'll find out.
That's-
Do you
No,
want
that's
music,
questions.
Scott? I can give us music too if you want.
sure.
What kind of theme do
just-
you want?
I mean, we're in Ustalav. You can just do like some lightly creepy music.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. But you go
Alright.
ahead. I'll be working in the background.
So this is Professor Lorimar's house. His daughter is Kendra. This is her. Josh, how do I make her big?
So you click on her and then you hit Shift and Z at the same time. There you go.
Okay.
Perfect.
That is Kendra.
Dang girl, how you doing?
It's like a 6 out of 10.
Wow. All right. Somebody's. I'm in South Carolina, so maybe my standards are lowered. I don't know.
That's definitely it.
I was like, bottom of the barrel if I ever
From my
heard it.
from my experiences in being in South
I don't
Carolina.
know. She's got a booty. I'm down.
But did
It's
she
all-
have
it's
all
all
her
wire.
teeth? That's what you gotta ask, Josh.
I gotta ask what?
If she has all her teeth. Now that you're in South Carolina, start asking to see dental records.
You know, it's honestly more true than you'd think down here.
Oh no! Listen, it comes from a place of love. I'm just looking out for you, man.
All right. So when you guys enter, you do see Aryan up here talking with Kendra. Kendra is a 25-year-old daughter who's lived in Raven Grove for 15 years. You can tell that she's visibly upset, and she has invited you all here because of her father's death to be here. All right?
All right.
So
I should be taking notes or something, right?
you're coming here to pay your respects and to, console her and help her with the funeral and things. So you guys are free to move about. You can talk to one another. You can go up and talk to her. Whatever you want to do.
Do we know each other? Should we like introduce ourselves? Or...
Yeah, you can introduce yourselves to one another.
Because
whatever you want.
Andrew's character's already up there, right? Because apparently he knows her at a more intimate level. Whereas we're kind of just like chilling back
up
here.
there. That's up to Andrew to discuss that with you.
Okay.
We just yell at him and say, "Hey."
And then once you guys are ready, she's going to ask you to, move to the wrestlings.
I have one small question about the grid.
Mm-hmm.
What is the light brown and what is the like?
Holds many magical treasures.
So
What?
this over
That's the
here
music.
is a bookcase.
Okay.
Like this over here is a bookcase.
Mhm.
This is just like the entrance area, just like a walk, like a path. He was a professor, so he was a pretty, he had a traveling professor. He was pretty. They had some money. This is the staircase upstairs. This is a big table, just rudimentary, just to give you a layout. But
Yeah,
this is just round. This is like floor.
Yeah, I got you. This is the loudest music I've ever heard in my life.
Just right
How
click,
do
right click KenkuBot in chat and slide his volume bar down. I have it at 40%, so it's just. For...
yeah, you're giving me a second to find that. Oh, in Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
What was it on?
Trying to do it on the thing.
It's just in the Discord and Carrion Crown. There's a thing called KenkuBot. Just right click him or hold it down if you're on mobile and slide the bar.
If you're on mobile, it's the little person icon in the top right. You click it and then you click KenkuBot.
Yep.
Is there like pertinent information coming from this thing, or is it just purely like atmospheric?
It's aesthetics. It's just aesthetics.
If you hate it, you can just mute it. It's fine.
Yeah, no, gotcha. Okay.
So,
and then one other annoying question. What did you say her name was again?
Kendra.
Her name is Kendra. Here, I'll make it.
Yeah.
I'll make it a little easier.
I'm just trying to write stuff down because I have a horrible memory.
Yeah, it would be nice if you guys had a like a scribe.
Recorder.
Yeah.
A recorder.
Bertha, did you sign yourself up for being a scribe?
No.
You should see, if you scroll over her name, you should see her name.
I don't think we can unless we have control of her.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Then never mind.
Because I can't see it.
Well, her name is Kendra.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So, Andrew's character's up there. How did we get in here? We just came in for whatever reason, or like, what's the? Give us the move, and then I can start going from there.
Yeah, you were invited here specifically to help with the funeral, the burial, and to hear the last will and testament of Professor Lorimore, because all of you are dear, close. You have close relationships with him.
Okay,
so you were all invited here for this.
Okay, so we all just kind of walked in together.
You can say that you each showed up individually. The semantics of that doesn't necessarily matter, but you are all here.
Okay, yeah, I'll just say that we all walked in. We were like waiting out in the lobby together. We all just kind of go in.
Yeah. Yep.
if you want to be thematically correct, I was probably fashionably late, right?
I was half an hour early.
Okay, I was 15 minutes late. So how about that?
I was just outside meditating. Hello. You come for the funeral?
I see. Okay. Yes. Wait, I can't talk, can I? Did we determine this?
You can't. I'm not gonna have you not be able to talk.
All right, cool. So then, yes, I did come for the funeral.
Nice to meet you. My name is Zaid. And you?
Etrata is my name.
Hello, Etrata. And you, sir? Pointing at
I
PJ's
go by
character.
Bosrath.
I was gonna say we need like stage directions.
Bosrath? Bosrath?
Yeah.
Oh, nice to meet you. Describe your guys' characters so I can kind of get a feel of like how tall or short you are, things like that.
I'm
Let
pulling
me
it
pull
up
up my
right now.
character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first because I have mine right now.
Yours is right in front of me.
Yeah, so I am a 5'8" human, bald. I kind of got like darker skin, with dark amber eyes, like a dark yellow. And I'm wearing what looks like scraggly robes, not really fit for the weather around here. I'm about 23.
I'm a 6'6", 250 half orc
Jesus.
with muted green skin, red brown hair, and black eyes.
Okay, so you're like
Like Kawhi Leonard over here. Jesus Christ.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's like Kawhi Leonard.
I
Yes.
love a picture of Kawhi Leonard and said this guy. I'm like, I want to be that.
I'm trying to find my height. You have to give me 1 second here.
So I was like looking straight up at Bosrath.
You're 6'4".
I'm just looking down. Hello.
You're 6'4", 170.
Yeah, I just found it. Thank you.
Extreme mean.
Yes. I am 6'4", 170. I am 15 years old, which apparently is middle-aged for a Strix, I found out. So
Wow. Quick
Oh.
life.
Have you bought a Corvette yet?
yeah, that's why we're so fucking dour all the time. It's because we die early.
Oh, you guys kind of like pessimists?
100%.
Okay, cool.
100%. I am wearing quilted cloth,
All right.
so I'm doing moderately well for myself. I'd like to think. So
I look like I've been broke for 20 years.
I also have blue eyes and long black hair. So
Hair and feathers.
Wild.
Wow.
yeah, you know how it is.
Truly the unicorn of the species.
Hair on top, feathers in bottom.
Oh
right?
yeah, party on the top, business in the bottom? Or is it the other way
Mhm.
around?
Are you bald by choice or bald by genetics?
Choice.
Or bald as punishment.
Choice.
Yeah,
It
that's true.
it is a sign of respect as well as necessary for my environment.
Yeah, just ask people why they're bald. It's pretty rude.
I do not.
Are you guys like walking and talking?
Yeah, we're like slowly
as you're going up?
strolling
Yeah,
up.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Slowly.
that.
Yeah, and by the time we're done talking, we're up here.
Yeah.
So let's just zip on up.
Just so you've introduced yourself.
Yeah, we're just
as
kind of
such.
casually. Yeah, we're just kind of casually talking to each other as we walk up, and then we see Andrew's character and, Aunt Fanny from Robots up here.
I have a
And-
side note that I find it hilarious that in part of our casual conversation, we're like, I am 6'4" and 170 pounds.
I mean, you're not talking about that. You're
No,
just stating
I
that.
know. It seems like
That would be funny though.
Hello, my name is Estrada. I'm 6'4". I'm 170 pounds.
So you're
Alright.
seeing this. You're seeing this midget human from what looks like the Middle East walk up against two towering, one skinny and one looking like Chris Henry and the other one looking like, Kawhi Leonard.
You are not from here, are you?
What
No.
do you-
I can tell by the clothes and the bald hair and the feathers. Interesting choices for this kind of climate.
It gets really hot in the summer.
I would agree with that statement. Who are you?
It is.
You come from very far away, bald one. What is your name?
My name is Zaid. I come from Osina.
Zaid.
Yes.
I am Ariane. Pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine.
And you, Brick Shithouse, who are you?
Talking to you, PJ.
Yeah, I put that together.
I've got one small question in terms of just mechanics.
Mhm.
How is there an easier way to like determine who's speaking to whom in these things here?
Nope, we're just gonna
So
talk over
I
each
think-
other. And it's gonna
Alright,
be
so
it's gonna be a
just wanna make
mess.
sure I wasn't missing
You,
like some
you
sort
guys,
of, like,
the more
thing.
that you play together, the more one will talk and then the other one will talk.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
get into
yeah.
a flow about how each other works.
Yeah, all right.
But if you think about it, when you first meet somebody, you're gonna be awkward too. At least I am.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
It's more like when you say like you, like who you're referring to. I feel like is just the issue at the beginning.
Well, that's why usually Joseph, just for role playing purposes, that's why you do like the voice, and usually you do like a feature of the character that you're speaking to. Like Scott's character in our other campaign was like really short, so I go, "You like short one," like, and just like talk to, like, you know what I mean? Like you kind of like you can't see each other, so you can't really like look each other in the eye, so you got to kind of like throw a signal up.
Yeah, context
Hence,
clues.
like, hence that's why I threw like brick shit house
And
like
bald
out
one.
there. So bald
Shit,
one.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
And once we get more comfortable,
Yeah.
we'll have nicknames or just call each other by names, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
When you all approach, do a perception check on Kendra herself and the table behind her.
First roll, my perception is a plus 0, so this should be good.
Oh, rad.
So
Is
your
it-
perception is your skills on the right. You roll a d20 plus whatever that is.
Well, I got a 16 just off the gun, so good news.
Scott, like, do I need to do it since I've been up here already, or
Not you.
just the
You
three?
do.
Just the three. Okay.
I don't know how to make it.
So
It's hashtag roll and then space. Yep.
I do
Whatever you're
slash
doing.
roll.
Well, sorry, that's what I meant. /
My bad.
roll. Yep,
Sla-
there you go.
yeah, it's like that without
So
the
where do I
space.
put my perception bonus or
Ooh,
knockback?
17? I see you. Do you have a
Why
bonus?
are my dice not showing up on my main
So
screen,
if you
Josh?
go to settings, dice options, there's enable 3D dice and automatically roll 3D dice. Check both those, and you should be able to see them on screen. Could you see my die pop up on screen?
No. Do another one.
Okay.
Okay. Now
Okay,
I can.
cool.
It just won't show up in my
Got
chat
that
box
natural
either.
3 out of the way, so glad my 16
There
went
you go.
through.
Oh, enable 3D dice. I see.
Yep. And then you guys can set up shortcuts or macros. It's on the options at the top, it's the 3 dots with the lines next to them.
Yeah, so you can do like perception checks already, and then you just click a button and it'll
Yeah,
calculate for you.
I just set mine for each of the die. So I have a D20, a D10, a D8, a D6, and a D4 button. So you just hit show macro quick bar, and then you hit add. You name it whatever you want, and then type in whatever the command is, and then you just press the button. It'll just do it every time. So you can like spam roll.
So wait, how do I see where my perception? Oh, never mind. It's the number on the right.
Yep. So,
So I have 3. So I hit a 20.
okay, that's amazing.
That's really good.
Example, yours, PJ, is you roll a d20 and then you add 3.
Yep.
Yeah. So I rolled a 17,
Yep.
and I'm adding 3 to that.
That's really good.
That's super good.
That's really
Bersha,
good.
what's your bonus to your perception? 'Cause you got a 14.
Well, you're a ranger,
No,
so
I
it has
got
to be
a
high.
7. I got a 7 technically.
You have a -7?
No, I got a 7 on my actual roll.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was the second roll. Okay.
That was a test roll for my.
Yeah. What's your bonus?
You're gonna have to be a little more.
Like, what's your perception bonus?
So in your skills,
Yeah.
there's a skill called perception, and you just add that number that's
there
in the total column, and then you add it to your dice roll.
Yeah.
It is 2, but then in dim light or darkness, it is 4.
Okay, that's cool. So you got a 9.
I got 9. Yeah.
Okay. Well, luckily
So-
we only need the highest one.
So mainly what you see a very curious necklace around Kendra. And if you can see it right there,
Yeah, the eyeball.
it
Hmm.
actually, I don't know why they did this, but is the necklace itself is actually a spiraling comet.
Oh, that's
And if
sick.
anybody knows
Oh, cool.
what that is,
I do.
Josh, you immediately know. Zaid, you immediately know. That is the pendant that is dedicated to the god, the deity Pharasma.
Yeah, so Zaid sees this and he wants to comment on it. Hold on, as I get an ad on my Kenku bot here. Can it? Okay, there we go. So he sees this. What's her name? Kendra?
Hmm.
Be like, Lady Kendra, you follow Pharasma? Yes.
This town is dedicated to her.
A fellow worshiper. I too follow the lady in blue and white.
And she'll ask you, she'll go, where do you hail from?
Oh, I hail from Osirian. Hold on, I have the town. I gotta open up my phone. Scott sent me this.
It's Wati.
Yes, I hail from Wati. Now is that on the east side or west side?
It is the northeastern side.
Okay, yeah, northeastern side. Yeah, I come from Wati.
And she'll then greet you in Osirian
Oh,
as she speaks that language.
that's awesome. And I'll respond back. If she says like hello or whatever, I'll give her proper Osirian greeting and respond back in Osirian.
And you all notice that behind her on the big giant table
Yeah, I think
is a big box, and you can see that there is his will written out, and you can see a book that is leather bound back there. And she'll look over and she'll say, thank you all for coming. I don't know if any of you know Aryan right here. And she'll look over at Aryan and say she arrived earlier today. If you guys would like to introduce yourself to her, we need to make haste after that to head to the Dream Wake.
Right. So
Who's
we kind of
Aryan
introduced ourselves. I think we already did. So
Oh, Aryan is Andrew. Okay.
yeah, you guys can actually enter names on the settings cog, like the final
Yeah,
button, display name. You can put your character name there. PJ already did it, so nice work, sir.
Hey, go me.
Just a couple of schematic things about Kendra. Josh and Drew, you could probably, help them understand what this is, but
Sure.
she is your champion in the town. She is you will stay here. If you guys want to, this will be like your
she's like our handler, our liaison to the area.
Yep.
Yeah.
She sponsors us, I would say, while we're here.
Before we get started, one thing I want to explain is while you were in the town, the biggest and she'll explain this to you more, but people are hesitant of you guys because you are outsiders, with the exception of Aryan, who is not an outsider. They are all skeptical of you. So this this part, when you are in the town, is a lot about building trust with the town.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So certain things you do will make you lose trust. Certain things you do will make you gain trust. It's a back and forth thing that, you know, you have to keep in mind, okay?
All right. My charisma is -1, so bonus wise. So I may worship Pharasma, but I'm not very good at talking to people.
My charisma's -2.
Whoa!
I have a -2 as well.
So it's a
I have
5.
Oh god, what's a Trotta's charisma?
Like overall, or like
The modifier.
The skill set.
well,
Yeah, what's your skill set?
my modifier is -2.
Oh my god,
Oh
I
my
have the
God,
best
we all
one.
suck
And
at
we are the least likable people in this town.
I have
The good news is-
I have 7.
The good
total.
news is that you have someone who is a worshiper of Pharasma,
What up?
and you also have someone who is a native of the town. Now, Drew, I don't want to spoil anything about your back, like who you are, but you know, you can get into that with them. But you,
Have him roll a perception check.
All
yeah,
right.
go ahead and
Have him
Roll-
roll a
just roll a d20, not a perception, just a flat d20.
Sexy, another 3. I'm rolling 3s like crazy.
Hit it. A sexy 12. Oh, am I supposed to do it? I thought.
Yes, you are.
I'll-
Yes,
I'll
you
do
are.
that for you. Whenever you feel like it, dear.
I wasn't in.
Oh!
Holy.
Daddy 20.
Baby. So that's
Daddy
23.
Does he just tell us everything now?
I was say, do I see the future?
20.
Just read your backstory to us, the whole thing.
Okay, so from what you can see about Ariane, she is 5'7". She has jet black hair. She has pointy ears.
Okay.
She has
elf.
gray eyes and light tan skin.
Okay, dark
So-
elf, maybe?
Right. So she doesn't look like a typical elf, right?
Think of her more as like Mediterranean, like a
Yep.
Mediterranean complexion.
Okay, I'm Mediterranean too.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
think of
isn't
this
that
as
weird
more
for
like
an elf? Isn't that weird
Yeah,
for an
it's
elf?
super weird for an
Okay.
elf.
Okay. So just
Um,
keep that in mind.
That doesn't make an ounce of
if
sense.
you guys, when you entered, you can tell that Arian was with Kendra, like they were friendly, and it's kind of like
Is it flirty
you
or is
guys
it like
don't know
BFF kind of
Kendra.
style?
you guys don't know Kendra, but they clearly know each other.
Okay, so they're like good friends
So-
potentially.
We're gonna move to the next map.
All right. Oh my God, it's black.
Sweet
Oh, this
Jesus.
map's huge.
So you guys are bottom
Jesus.
left,
Yeah, holy shit.
and then everybody do a perception check when you get here.
No, cool. It's like an actual map.
So do we like go through the door or how do we end up here? Fast forward through time or?
You walk there.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you guys do a big walk
Okay, so
through.
yes. All right, so it's
thing.
just a new area.
Yeah.
All right, steady 16s with the perceptions.
Add a 23 total.
Holy moly! You got a +6?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, well we have our scout. Holy
Yes,
smokes!
Okay, so you can, when you guys get here, of course, you can tell that that's Kendra up there. You can position yourself however you want.
Wait a minute. Joe rolled a 1. Is he just blind?
That was about
Pretty
to say-
much. Can't see jack shit.
Are his eyes ripped from his head?
He's actually asleep.
No, I don't want to see him.
Okay, so
I have no
let's
perception.
do
I'll
some.
go over here and just observe you.
So
guys.
you can, Ariane can tell you that the guy over here, this one, His name is Zokar Elkarid,
Which one? This
and
guy?
he is
Down.
this guy.
Okay.
He's
Zokar?
getting-
Arian
Well, look at that
Huh?
smile.
His name's Zokar?
Zokar Elkarid.
Okay.
And he is the you know that he runs the tavern
Okay.
that's in town.
Cool, cool.
Let me get
So he's our champ.
he's a tavern keeper. And
Oh,
you
nice.
guys tell that this one right here is Pevrin Elkarid, and that is his son.
Okay. He looks
Okay.
much smaller than his dad.
That's why he's a son.
He's 13 years old.
Oh, well, I'll do it. He's probably the same height as me, though.
Yeah.
IRL.
This one back here, his name is Vashian Hearthmount,
Holy moly.
and he is a
Can you ping
he
one
is
more
a
time?
councilman.
Oh, that guy. Okay. If I put
The
caps on
one
it,
next to him, this one right here, her name is Jominda Fallenbridge, and she is she runs Ravengrow's apothecary.
Apothecary. Yes.
And she is one of the professor's good friends. And the last one, this one right here is Councilman Garin Murakar. Just another councilman.
These are all friends of the Professor Petros. I studied under Professor Petros and have met them very often due to them being council members. But they're all very kind, and just say you are with me, and feel free to go talk to them.
Arian, are you from around here?
I am from Ustalav, and my city that I'm from is Lepestad.
A
You
local.
certainly know your way around here.
Well, I am studying at the university over here, so I do hope that I can find my way around here.
Very useful skills to have.
So
You
this,
lumbering giants, you just come in and you just pound down the door and not even like do anything or say anything, and just like muscle everything down.
Hey, I like
I
to
like
do
to
it
think-
that way too.
I like to think it's a little more graceful than that.
No. Me have sword, me slash.
Me also speak in proper tongue. No, the professor hired me out. I was a member of the mercenaries for a very long time. I did lots of jobs, and then he came along and offered me a more permanent contract.
So you are a bounty hunter.
Anything for the right price.
You do not look like a typical half-orc. Why are you so fair-skinned, if you don't mind me asking?
Mind it.
I do. Who said mind it?
You can take offense to that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Joe, are you just like social coaching me through this?
Sorry, I'm
Why are you so
Joe's
white?
trying to
Vicariously
pick
through
artist
you,
his
yeah.
way through this
She has no
conversation.
guys. She has no charisma. So
Nobody
anything
does.
that's,
We're all just-
reminds she's gonna
He's
talk.
just chiming in.
We're all insulting each other.
We're all just a bunch of autists just sitting in a room.
Well, here, let me get back to it. If you
Look, Mom,
you
that
must
person's
know-
white. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
you just asked me
exactly.
something. God.
I'll be right back. Get some more water. Keep going.
Oh. The way I became a half orc wasn't exactly natural.
Do tell. Not natural.
Like I wasn't ready for you to ask that.
Kendra will look over and say, Well, I think it is lovely you guys are getting to know each other. We really must be going. And all the other people nod their heads. If you would like to catch up with each other and get to know each other, there will be time for that later.
My apologies, Kendra.
Yes.
Sorry.
Lady, please continue.
Now, the last thing that we have to do is who would like to be the pallbearers? We need at least 4.
Wait, fuck, is this his coffin?
Yeah, you guys were talking. This is a couple.
table.
Oh, I thought it was a table. I was
Oh, I feel way more disrespectful.
can I
Here, let me
remove my cup from his table that I've
let me
I would have at least put a coaster down. Jesus.
so you are entering into the graveyard.
Right, okay.
You can
I got
Dibs on dibs on left rear.
so there
Get this guy out of the
you
way.
know Zokar will be one of them.
Oh,
He
okay.
offers himself. So he'll be here. And then we'll just need one more person here. His son will be over here with him.
I can do it. I'm used to this kind of thing. This is kind of like my zone.
So we need one more person on this side.
I already said I would do it.
We need one on this side. We need 4 total. We have 1, 2,
Oh.
3.
I either Arian or Atrada needs to come up here and do it.
I'll volunteer. Sure. Yeah.
This is Zokar.
Dude, he's high out of his mind.
Seriously.
The guy's
My ass-
blazed.
This
so tall.
is Vaccine Mount.
That guy's undressing Kendra with his eyeballs.
You
Probably.
cancel.
Okay.
I will volunteer to take in to take care of the back of the thing.
He's right winging it.
All 6 foot
Alright.
4 of me, so this is tilted very heavily towards PJ.
Now keep in mind this is a very heavy coffin. Okay? Like this is it's
Do you have to
it
roll to see
takes
if we can carry it?
The
Yeah, do
professor
we need a strength roll for this?
Is that
No.
what you're getting at?
Okay.
No.
My strength's pretty good, so I'd be okay.
Oh,
all right, so
let's do a strength roll.
grab the wrong thing. We're gonna so Kendra will lead the procession.
Oh, am I on the coffin?
You have to shift yourself because the grid.
It doesn't matter. You can be on it or not on it. It really doesn't matter.
Just
All
for
right.
flavor.
So I'm gonna go ahead and reveal.
If you want to do a more controlled area, you can do polygon reveal. And then you can you just click the edges until you make a circle.
Mercy, this is a large map here.
Shit.
Oh, man, they think this is a large map. Sweet so
Yeah,
much.
that's
Joker.
funny.
I've only had 2.
What do I
maps.
do? Do I hit enter for it, or what do I do?
Oh, so when you're doing the polygon reveal, either
Yeah.
when you're done, click back to the very first dot you started with, or right click, and it'll just auto do it. There you go.
Holy frick. Does it do that for everyone when I do that?
Do what?
Polygon reveal?
So
I
only
didn't
do
only Scott can do that.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I guess right when he did that also had me when I clicked and dragged because I thought that's what it was and then it all vanished. I was like, holy shit, oh my god.
Yeah, we can draw doing that.
Oh,
Like,
Oh, so
see,
you
I
also
can
roll
draw.
On the top
So when you
left,
get to
you
this
just straight up
corner,
roll right as you want.
who's in front?
Yeah, you can roll with the little button thing.
Yeah,
Arian, are you in front?
that's nice.
Yeah, Arian probably wants to stay close to Kendra the whole time, just out of reverence.
I was in the front right with Zokar on actual
back
pall
there.
bearing, but are you referring to
Why is this thing back here?
why is what thing? The coffin?
Yeah.
If it's not, you didn't put it as a map texture, so it's still an entity that you can move.
I know. I want to move it.
You can
I
click
do
on.
want to.
You can click if you just try to with the select. Just try to do a small square, like zoom in and only select it, like going in the middle of it. It'll just highlight it, so you don't move us.
Yeah.
Or we can just move out of your way.
I got it. Okay. So once we get to this corner, Ariane, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay.
Since you are in the front.
That'd be a 19.
Dang, son.
A 19.
A 19.
All right, so you get to this corner and you start to hear a little bit of a commotion, and when you're looking around to the left as they're telling you, we're going up to the left, you see this.
Whoa.
You see a man up there,
Yeah.
and you can tell, and but with talking with Kendra, that his name is Gibbs Hafenis.
Gims Hafenis.
Does he have like feathers coming out of his head?
It's not his actual thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that looks weird.
I'm gonna find a different background because this one has a ton of ads in it, so the music will be flipping around all over the place. Just warning.
All right, so you're gonna go this way.
Kendra, I see Gims up to the left on the path.
And as soon as you round that corner and you can lock eyes with him, immediately he sends out in a booming voice, "That's far enough. We've been talking, and we don't want Lorimore buried in the Wrestlands. You can take him upriver and bury him there if you want, but he ain't going in the ground here."
What is
And
your problem?
Kendra will immediately respond, and you can tell that instead of her being in tears, she immediately gets angry, and she says, "What are you talking about?" She cries out. "I arranged it with Father Grimborough. He's waiting for us. The grave's already been..." And she doesn't even get to finish that, and he interrupts her and goes, "You don't get it, woman. We won't have a necromancer buried in the same place as our kin. I suggest you move out while you still can. Folks are pretty upset about this right now." And she goes, "Necromancy? Are you really that ignorant?"
Necromancy? What the heck? That's me thinking, not Saeed.
So what would you guys like to do?
Saeed just yells. Yeah, go ahead, PJ. You go.
I turn to my fellow adventurers and say, "Were any of you aware of this? I don't remember seeing anything regarding necromancy on our travels together."
No, this is of great detriment to my beliefs.
No, this is disrespectful.
Agreed.
I'm also
We should
completely
do
unaware.
something.
He has dishonored Petros' great name.
Then we will dishonor this man's life.
Bershaw, is
You
your
can
mic
also
quiet?
see-
I can like barely hear him, even cranked up. I don't know about you guys.
Me or PJ?
You.
You.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sitting.
You
right
sound like
far
you're
away.
20 feet away.
Yeah, I'm a little far away from the mic. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm like eating mine.
hold on. Josh is deep throating his mic.
Yes.
But just for fun, not for.
How do you say that in the Zaid voice?
You can also see that there are multiple other angry villagers with him and townspeople.
Yeah, we got like a whole mob
Behind
going
him.
on here.
They're commoners. We could take them.
We should not cast their blood in this land. We will be outcast for forever.
I only bring people to Pharasma who deserve it.
Ugh, Pharasma. I can't stand her.
Do we have a problem, Marian?
Let's all take a deep breath for a minute here.
And you can
Hey.
see that Kendra is visibly like angry, and she will start to walk up, as you guys are carrying. Oh man, am I on the wrong? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Okay. She'll start to walk up and like get a little bit up here, and
Ariane
angry.
would follow her. Ariane will follow her.
Do
We
any of you
follow-
want to talk to Gibbs?
I do.
Go for it.
Okay. It is if you would need to do a diplomacy check if you want to calm them down, or you can just
Does
You
my
can intimidate too.
I'll say, does my intimidating presence do anything here?
Do you have an intimidate feat or skill?
Yeah.
I mean,
My feat is literally called intimidating presence.
and what does that do?
Great question.
Let's look it up. PFSRD.
It does something.
So the PFSRD is for.
Because
Believe it or
PJ,
not.
if you want to try, you can go try and bully him to say like, if we like, do we have a problem? Kind of like a bouncer kind of thing.
That's kind of what I'm aiming at here. I just want, if I have a feat that I can use to kind of stack the deck a little bit, I'd like
Sure.
to try.
Is it called
Of
intimidating
course.
prowess?
It's written in here. Scott wrote it as intimidating presence. It might be intimidating prowess, but I don't know.
I'll keep looking.
I'm going to be pretty clear that my diplomacy and talking abilities is not super useful to this group.
Yeah, I don't think any of ours are.
So
Yeah, no, we're
No,
all.
Mine are all negative.
yeah, I mean, I'm a
one.
-2. Yeah, I'm a -2.
Oh, maybe it
I'm
is
minus
intimidating
two,
prowess. We may have just wrote it down wrong.
Yeah, where you get
But
let's go
what
with
about
that.
what about your skills though?
yeah, his intimidating
You have
prowess
a-
gives him his strength mod to his intimidate checks. So that should increase his intimidate from a -1 to a plus something.
Well-
My intimidate's a +4 to begin with.
All right, let's-
Hey, I will be right back. Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
That sounds way better
So,
than
like-
mine.
Yeah, so
So
you have
that
an
was-
intimidate of +4, and then you add your strength. So it's probably what,
Which is
6 or 7? What's up?
My strength is a +8.
So you're a 4, right? You have an 18 overall.
Yeah.
You have an 18 overall. You have a +4.
Oh,
Yeah,
+4.
yeah.
I was reading it wrong. I'm sorry.
No, you're
So-
good. You're good. So you
So
have
I'll
an
be
8.
able to.
So roll your die, and if you get like a 15, you have like a 23 intimidate. Like just to say, like if you don't
Sure.
move, we're gonna have a problem, kind of thing.
Sure. Okay. Let me.
Hang on,
Mark-
Scott walked
yeah.
away. Scott walked
I
away
know.
for a second.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? Who needs them? Who needs a dungeon master when they're playing?
PJ, it's a
Right.
game manager, not a dungeon master.
Don't do that.
Death Master.
I'll say
Death Master?
Well, Scott
Yeah.
named himself Deathmaster. It is GM. You're right.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
I only saw his GM. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
I want-
game.
Okay. Should I wait for Scott before I
He
do?
probably
like,
should.
Yes.
He has to set
Alright, alright.
intimidation, right?
Yeah.
Well, because like if he walks up and like he could trip a trap or something.
Is anyone wearing
so, like-
armor by chance, or are we all like?
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
have,
wearing clothes.
I'm on Kiko armor.
I have lamellar leather armor.
All right.
I also have a great sword.
Underneath my robes, I have a chain shirt and I have a long sword.
Okay. So
Nice.
what did you guys decide on doing?
So I'm gonna go have words with a old medieval hillbilly up here. I walk past
So-
Kendra and say, "Let me take care of this." As I walk up, I'm gonna roll an intimidate check.
So you're going to try to intimidate him into letting them pass.
Let me do.
Yes.
Hang on. God, my
I will
diplomacy too. Never mind. Yeah, we're just gonna do intimidate.
Yeah, try to get him to back down with fear.
That's just All right. Fuck. But I have
Motherfucker.
plus. Okay, so my intimidate's 4, and then I have a +4 for strike, so that's +8. So I'm at 14.
Does your 4 is that already counted with your feet?
Where's your roll, Peach? Oh, is it the 6?
Yeah, he doesn't have
That's
he doesn't have any of
Oh.
the 3D dice on.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was gonna say.
What do I do? I
Go
didn't know what that
betting.
meant.
In the
No, it's
yeah.
all good. You don't need to if you don't want to.
I like it. It's
I
cool.
can do it later. We'll do it later.
It's
Um,
settings, dice options, PJ.
Yeah, it takes like
thanks.
5 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'll let you re-roll too.
Yeah, You know
test
what?
it out.
That's very nice of you. I think I might. So, where the hell is dice options?
Yeah,
It's
so
just in
set-
the
top right.
settings.
I see it now. Enable 3D dice.
So, so you left
The group.
the
Yeah.
coffin.
I walked,
You are no
Kendra.
longer holding the coffin.
Right.
No, I had. So Joe is doing the heavy lifting back there. Or,
Me and Zokar and his fucking child are, yeah.
Okay, so I need one more person to be carrying the coffin.
Zokar's
Or you
kid.
drop it.
Zokar's kid is took a spot.
Yeah, but that's only 3. There's only, no, Zokar's kid was already carrying the coffin.
I thought Zokar was carrying it, and then his kid can now carry it down.
Zokar's kid.
Bosrath, Atrada, and Zaid were carrying the coffin.
Can we have
5 people or 4 people?
Can we have this kid take over?
4 people.
I'm sorry. Can we just assume the kid takes it?
Yeah.
That I
that's
said,
fine.
here, hold this.
Yeah, he's a kid. He'll listen to us anyways. He has no, like.
He is not strong enough to carry it.
Can I intimidate him into carrying it?
Should we?
This is gonna be the
I guess
entire
I'll-
thing.
Should we
I
ask?
guess I'll
Yeah,
Let's ask Garen. Ask
Yeah.
Garen to carry it.
Ariane, can you come help?
I guess so. This hothead just walked right by.
As I said, anyway. So I approached Grims and I, with my intimidation, I stare him down and say, do we have a problem here?
This necromancer is not allowed to be buried here. You need to take him and your friends and leave this place. And I will not ask again.
I look back at Kendra and see she's still mad, yeah, and still marching up the path.
She has stopped. She is no longer moving up the path. But I know it's a little difficult to remind, I don't want to help you guys out too much, but this is about trust. And these are town folk. So if you do assault town folk,
That's a good point. I
mean-
didn't think about that.
you can do whatever you want, but this is about building trust.
Sure.
You can
So do-
intimidate with
just
like we
really-
know more than you.
I would say, so let me say, so what I say, what evidence do we have of him being a necromancer? Other than you barreling through here telling us we can't bury our friend.
Love it.
I don't need evidence. We all know of his
People of being
studies.
necromancers, and that's what counts as diplomacy here?
I like it.
We're all mourning. Our friend is dead. Let us grieve.
Like I said, you can take him to the river where he belongs. We do not want our kin who are buried here to be infected by his necromantic tendencies and practices.
Oh, the professor.
PJ, I'm gonna let you figure out what to do here.
So
Okay,
if someone else wants to come up and try to do
Yeah,
a
I
diplomacy check,
It
I'll say
can't
maybe-
be me. My diplomacy is horrific. So one of the two of you is gonna have to do a diplomacy.
My
check to
diplomacy is
get it.
-1.
I'm
Yeah, so
-2.
is mine.
I'm
So is
-2.
mine's. So I guess what I would say is, since
Depending
I'm
on
a
what you
local,
say-
but I'm a local. So
True,
like,
yeah.
I think
Surely that
maybe
should give her some kind of bonus.
depending on
Okay,
what you say, you can get a bonus on your diplomacy check. So if you come up with something good to say,
okay. I will say,
Vashian, can you help me? I need to go save this prime ape's neck right now.
Man, fuck you.
Really endearing yourself to Peter's
Yeah.
character.
Our charisma's all trash, so we're just gonna be insulting each
Yeah.
other the entire time.
Yes.
All right.
Zokar sees this as an opportunity, and he sees Vashian kind of hesitantly, and he'll say, he'll tell his son Peverin to go assist with the lifting.
I thought his son couldn't lift.
Him and Vashian
To
together.
Not by
assist
himself.
with it. They will
Not by
count as
himself.
one, even though they are two people.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Arian wants to walk up to Kendra and say,
My friend, who do you want me to go interfere with this? I don't think we're getting very far.
I think he just doesn't know who my father was, and they're just dumb hillbillies and they don't know anything. And I think if you can just explain it to them, you might be able to get through to them.
Champion, I know. Would you like to come with me to come help ease his mind and calm the tension between the two?
I feel like if I get any closer, I will just kick him in the nuts and then walk away.
Very
So it's
valid.
probably best not.
Very valid. He deserves a kick in the nuts. I guess I will venture on my own for Petros.
and then she walks, down the path.
Bozrath, what are you doing? Hello, Gims. How are you, sir?
Does he know?
Should I roll a charisma check or a diplomacy check just to see how this is gonna go?
I would state everything that you're going to say and then roll a diplomacy. That way I can give you a bonus.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. Point of order. Does he roll perception when he meets this guy?
Yeah,
No, you
Perception's
don't
like
have
looking
to.
for a specific detail in him right now, which
Oh.
we don't need to do.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's like hyper
You
analyzing.
You could sense motive him to, feel like to determine what his actual fear is. That way you could attempt to relieve.
I'll do that.
Alleviate
Then.
that fear.
I'll sense motive him.
Oh, good. You have wisdom
You
because
can-
I don't have any wisdom either.
18 on my sense motive.
Dang, you wise.
The main thing that he is scared of is that Ravengrow has had a interesting past, and as if Zaid's character could tell you that one of the biggest issues in this area of Ustalav was the Whispering Tyrant, who was a necromancer, and they all know of his rule in this area. And any time that there is a magical presence or something like that of things that they don't understand, it would lead people to, especially ones who aren't necessarily, educated, to be scared.
Okay, that makes sense.
Would a knowledge religion help too on this one?
No, because you
No.
just want to know what his motive is behind
Okay.
his fear, and then because of now you have that knowledge, you can then parlay that into a diplomacy check to help ease him.
So he's just worried about the Whispering Tyrant is reawakening, essentially, is what you're saying.
Not necessarily that. He's just worried that someone who has magical powers that he doesn't understand and who, has
Yeah, it'd be like somebody who you think is doing witchcraft and stuff, and you have all this horrible things about Satan and all this ideas in your head, and you're like, oh my god, he's doing witchcraft because you
Okay.
don't
You guys
understand what they're doing.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Who has seen the most recent season of Stranger Things?
Me.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you know how there was that thing where Dungeons and Dragons is a demon cult.
Demon worshiping. Yeah, demon worshiping.
Because they don't understand what it is. So this is the exact same thing. They don't understand it, therefore they're scared of it.
Got you. Okay, so
They're just
Arian
rednecks.
will. Sure. Arian will. Excuse me. She will go.
Gims, I know you are hesitant to let Petros go, but I tell you this: my father, Peregrine from Lepistad, was very good friends with Petros, and they went to university together. They studied a long, long time about philosophies, not necromancy. They wanted to help gain knowledge for the townsfolk, such as you, to better protect this region. He was a very, dear friend of this region and really loved all the people and the opportunity that this place offers. So, if you could please let us honor him and lay him to rest properly, I know that the village will also thank us for putting him in his rightful place.
And you would you like a diplomacy for that?
hmm
Okay. That's a 14.
Thank God. Praise Phrasma.
Glory be.
Hold on, real quick. Sorry, guys.
To what? What should I hold on to?
Um,
You know what to grab.
Ayo.
and you roll. Oh wow, you rolled a 15.
A 14.
We have -1, so 14 before your bonuses.
So you'll see another person walk up. You can tell, and Ariane would know this, and so would Kendra, that Gibbs is he's an elderly man, and you can tell that he's like one of those Vietnam veteran type guys who are just, kind of hard, hard
their
to
ways.
explain,
Yeah.
like
Stuck in their
explaining
ways.
technology to them, and they just get
Yeah.
frustrated.
Got
Yep.
So you'll see a younger guy walk up and, kind of tap him on the shoulder and say, Gibbs, he was a professor, and this is his family, and he did provide a lot of benefits to this town of ours, and if anything happens, we know where to find the ones who did this and who buried him here. And Gibbs kind of nods his head and looks at both of you and says, if anything goes wrong or anything happens, just know that I will be coming after you. And he then steps out of the way and lets you proceed.
Thank you for your kindness.
And you can see
We start walking back, and I look at Ariane. Sorry about that. I got carried away.
You let your balls talk instead of your brain.
Oh, what? You've never done that before?
I mean, not yet. I'm only a student at Ustalav.
You'll learn plenty. Don't you worry.
then Ariane also doesn't have balls.
PJ, you sexist pig.
I have to ask, can women vote in this world? If they can, I'm out.
Okay, so you have successfully averted that.
The hillbilly mob.
So I'm just going to grab all of you, and we are going to go.
We're going back to our original. Are we going back to our original configuration on the coffin?
Yeah.
Let me reveal some stuff for you, as I have moved you, and you do not know where you are.
That is correct. Oh,
There you
snap. We moved.
You are at the top.
Dang, it's a big old
Right,
graveyard.
Oops. You know that the path that Gibbs was on was called the Dream Wake, and you know that the path that you are on now is called the Eversleep.
The actual trail names.
Those are the actual like road names. Yes.
What was this one called over here? The old one.
This one is called the Dream Wake,
Okay.
and this one that you're on is called the
Eversleep.
Eversleep.
Eversleep. Okay.
Oh, I put it into the. Okay.
Oh, you got it too. Okay.
Don't I take it? Yep.
No, you're good. You're good. We both have the same idea. Label everything.
I'm gonna forget fucking everything. I need this.
It's also why I recorded on the video, because we just go back and look if we forget.
There's not a way to put people's names like attached to their icons like all the time, is there?
That's what the little dots are for in our corner, so you can just see the dots. But in terms of the NPCs, I don't think so.
Gotcha.
I don't want to move you, Josh. Move yourself. All right, whatever.
My
So when
computer's
you
going
approach,
possessed. The heck was that?
you see this is Father Grimborough.
A fitting name.
Yeah, that guy's old as dirt. He's Catholic though.
Does making snide comments to the group like affect anything?
Snide comments to
Like-
which group?
It's like us.
Yeah. Like
No.
if I were to just like literally joke around and say that sounds like a really apt name,
Nah.
I wouldn't be
If you
offended.
say it in character, maybe, but if you're just goofing with us,
That's what
then-
I'm saying. If I say it in character, do I get like a
You would probably offend him, and you might, depending on what you say, you might ruin trust with that specific person.
noted? All right, carry on. I'm not gonna say shit.
Josh, you, as well as the other group, the other members of your group, see a larger, a larger symbol that looks like it is from Pharasma as well, on his pendant that is around him, as his name is Father Grimborough.
All right. So he's a Catholic Pharasma priest.
So as you guys are walking over here, the councilman and the other people in the group are saying that, you know, they were talking about how they're just low character people, and you know they're they're terrible low lives, like white trash, and they want to the councilman Hearthmount, this guy right there, he is like, I'm going to report this to the sheriff. That shouldn't have happened.
So they're offended too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, while you're looking at
So
that,
you,
I noticed the Pharasma thing, and I just kind of give him a bow, and I also have a Pharasma pendant on my robes, so I show him that. I don't say anything though. Go ahead.
So, Father, you see the guy right here. This is just a gravedigger. He's just one of the ones. This is where he's buried. It's circled. I mean, not that it's not obvious of where it is, but Father Grimborough gives a little short sermon about just life and death and how Pharasma, you know, we hope that, you know, all this stuff happens wonderfully with him, etc., etc. Kendra steps up You can see that she is calmed back down from anger, but she is now crying again. She mentioned some things about, her father's life. She thanks everyone for coming, and then, she opens up and says, if anyone else would like to share their thoughts on my father or any stories that they have, feel free to. And she opens it up to anyone who wants to, come up here and say anything about Petros.
So this is where we can be like, say how we got to know him and stuff.
Yeah, it can just be like a story about him. It can be, anything you really want.
Okay. Someone will go first, because if not, I can go first.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Josh.
So I step up next to Father, whatever his name is.
Grimborough.
Yeah, and I'm also gripping my Pharasma pendant that I have, and I look up to the group and be like, I did not know him very well, but for a brief period, but he was the most kind and gentle man that I have known in a long while. We met under tumultuous circumstances, but we grew rather fond of each other rather quickly. In midst the chaos when he was ambushed and I happened to be around, we were able to gather rapport, and he gave me a renewed interest in my ongoing pilgrimage with Pharasma. And he always invited me to come visit, and I never did. And for that, I am deeply sorry. He bows his head and just kind of walks off.
Anybody else want to?
I'll say a few words.
Okay.
I jot my happy ass on up there. I keep my head down and I say, I met the professor as my employer, but he quickly became more than that. He treated me like more of a man than anyone ever did, seeing me as more than just a hired sword or a, give me 1 second.
I'm assuming that was part of it.
I was like, is this in real life for your character? I don't know if you were like getting emotional.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that is some deep roleplay. Kudos.
I was just, sorry.
PJ's working up a real tears.
Tearjerker.
Pull out the
Yeah,
Oscar, man.
tearjerker.
Jeez.
He took me in like I was one of his own on our many adventures. I just regret I didn't get to say goodbye. He was a good man, and he will be missed. And I step back.
So can I reveal something with like internal motivation in a sense without actually saying it out loud? I would probably have to tell you guys, right? There's no real reason to like.
I would say it out in like this space, but your character voice like wouldn't say anything. You know what I mean? Like maybe if you like just like threw open your cloak or something, you just say like, I throw open my cloak and I reveal like a pendant of Pharasma that was given to you by the professor or something like that. Like you would play it out in your words as opposed to say like you would go Etrata would say blah blah blah.
Yeah,
but you'll just go yeah.
I got to think about this. Would you like to go first then, or go now? And then I'll. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Then.
Yeah, you can also DM Scott too if you want. If you have a question.
Do what?
You can DM Scott too if you have a question.
No, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do it.
Okay.
So I think okay.
Gotcha. So Ariane will go up to the father and just give a reverent bow as a holy leader. She will say, even though Petros and I do not share the same God, he taught me a lot and took me under his wing very young age. Him and my father were very close, and I considered Petros an uncle. I was happy to come to university and study under him and Kendra. For me, it's very, very hard for me to say goodbye. But I hope Pharasma or Iomade will ferry him over to the afterlife safely.
All right, so then I guess I will go up very awkwardly. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess in the actual speaking, I'd say, let's see here. I can tell looking around how much even though I did not know this man very well, met him a very short time, I can tell how much he meant to every one of you. It seems like he needed, damn it.
You're doing good.
I'm working. I was gonna say shit, I had it. Yeah, basically, like, I can tell how much he meant to everybody. I did not know him very well. It seems like he needed rescuing very often, as that is how I came to know him as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna. Didn't really know him very well. Just kind of.
Yeah, you and me are very similar then. We had the same kind of very brief.
Yeah. I just wanted to impress that I understood how good of a person he was by what everybody else was saying about him.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
Father Grimborough and Kendra, you can see Kendra walk over to, in tears, walk over to Ariane and, kind of give her a hug and embrace her, and, in a way that someone would embrace their sister, at a funeral, just very loving and caring. And then she's going to invite you and Vashian, like all of you and Vashian, back to the house, back to her house, to then go through the will and the tomes. And I'm going to have very important, you guys are going to go over very important things with them. And then, Josh, I need you to roll a perception check on your way out.
Just me?
Just you. Just you.
That's terrifying. I'm so sorry in advance, guys. My 16 streak is going to be over. All right.
Oh, nice.
Flat 10. I have no bonus.
You hear very, very lightly, it's like a whisper that comes floating towards you that says, "Find me. To me. Come find me."
Oh, God.
And then we'll start it next week.
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
nice.
Dear God, what the heck?
Damn.
That's gonna be awesome. Is this like that ad that I always get on Instagram where it's like the grandma getting put in a back of a cop car, but then on her palm it says he's still alive, and then she drives off?
Yeah, it's just like that that puzzle game. Yes.
Yeah,